Good day everyone, so I'll be reporting about sauteing and pan frying. So what is saute? Saute is to cook food quickly in a minimal amount of fat in a relatively high heat, while stir frying is a form of sauteing using high heat seasoning and a small amount of oil. So here are the steps of basic sauteing. So step 1, gather all equipment and food supply. Step 2, prepare the foods. Meat, poultry, and fish to be sauteed should be seasoned before cooking, or it could be dredged in flour and done by last minute before cooking. Step 3, place the saute pan over a high heat until it's hot. Step 4, add just enough fat to cover the bottom. Step 5, add the meat to the pan. Step 6, just toss often to brown all sides evenly. Step 7, remove the food and keep warm. Step 8, drain the excess fat from the saute pan. Step 9, add a small amount of liquid or stock or wine. Step 10, herbs and spices can be added depending on the type of sauce desired. Step 11, some sauces require cream or butter to be added and smoother the flavor. Step 12, serve the meat with the sauce. And lastly, evaluate the finished product. So here are the steps of basic pan frying. So step 1, prepare all you need, the equipment and the foods. Step 2, if foods are need to be breaded, set up a breading station. Step 3, prepare the meat, poultry or seafood. If necessary, trim off from fat and silver skin from meat and prepare may include breading, dredging with flour or coating in butter. Step 4, heat a moderate amount in fat in the saute pan until the hot is about 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next step is add the food in pan and be careful when putting to avoid splashing the hot pot. Step 6, brown the items. Use a tongue to each side. Step 7, drain the items and clean paper on a cloth to absorb fat. Step 8, evaluate the finished product and serve immediately. So let's discuss about simmering, submersion, poaching, steaming, and sauce vibe. So what is stewing? Stewing means cooking small pieces of meat, and simmering or braising and submersion poaching is more common with fish and poultry, while steaming is cooked partly by simmering liquid and partly by steam trapped in a cooking utensil. So here are the steps of basic simmering and poaching. So step 1, collect all equipment and food supplies. Step 2, prepare the meat, poultry or seafood for cooking. This may include cutting, trimming, and blanching. Step 3, prepare the cooking liquid. And step 4, place the meat in the cooking liquid and return to boil. Step 5, reduce heat at proper simmering and poaching temperature. Step 6, cook until the food is done. Step 7, if food is served to be hot, remove it in the liquid and serve immediately. And lastly, evaluate your finished product. So here, let's discuss the step of basic steaming. So step 1, collect all equipment and food supplies. Step 2, prepare the seafood, poultry or meat items for cooking. In step 3, select a pan large enough to hold the items so the steam can circulate, and add the liquid and bring to a boil. So step 4, place the food in the unit and cover the steamer. Step 5, steam the correct doorness and observe within cooking times. Step 6, remove the items on the steamer and evaluate your finished product. And step 7, serve it immediately. So here are the steps of basic sauce vibes. So step 1, collect all equipment and food supplies. Step 2, prepare and season the food items. Preparation may include searing or grill, marking, and chill all food items. Step 3, place the food items in an appropriate plastic bag designed for vacuum sealing. Add any flavoring as indicated on recipe. Step 4. Using a chamber-type vacuum, evacuate the air from the bag using the correct pressure setting. Step 5. Chill the bag briefly. Step 6. Completely submerge the bag in a controlled water bath and keep it in the correct cooking temperature for the item, and cook at desired time and reach the correct temperature. Next step is, if the food is to be served, finish it immediately and serve. Next step is for the items to be stored. Remove the bag from the water bath, immediately place it in an ice bag to chill quickly to reach 37.4 Fahrenheit for 2 hours or less. Step 9. Remove the ice bath, label correctly the product name, the time, the date of processing, and the date to be discarded, and either freeze at 37.4 Fahrenheit or lower. So the last step is to serve. Reheat an immersion recirculation until the interior temperature reaches a desired level, and remove the bag and finish at desired and serve at once.